Today we are diving into the world of algebra. Our goal is to learn how to manipulate literal equations. A literal equation is simply an equation consisting mostly of variables. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to manipulate literal equations to express one variable in terms of the other variables. Let's start with the distance formula. The distance traveled is equal to the product of speed and time. Translating, we have d is equal to s times t. To solve for s, we need to undo the multiplication by t. Using the division property of equality, we divide both sides by t. Then, using the symmetric property of equality, we interchange the left and right-hand sides of the equation. This gives us s is equal to d over t. In other words, speed is the ratio of the distance to time. Similarly, if we want to start with distance equals speed times time and want to isolate time, we divide both sides by speed using the division property of equality, followed by the symmetric property of equality, which results in t equals d over s, which also means that the time is the ratio of the distance to speed. Now let's look at density, which is the ratio of mass to volume. Translating, we have d equals m over v. To isolate m, we use the multiplication property of equality. Multiply both sides by v to cancel out the denominator. Applying the symmetric property of equality, now we have m is equal to d times v, which means that the mass is the product of density and volume. If we need volume by itself, we take our new formula, mass is equal to density times volume, and divide both sides by d using the division property of equality. This gives us volume is equal to mass over density. Finally, let's convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. To convert temperature from degrees Celsius to degree Fahrenheit, we use this formula. Degrees Fahrenheit equals 9/5 degrees Celsius plus 32. Let's isolate degrees Celsius by following these steps. Subtract 32 from both sides following the subtraction property of equality. Then, multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 9/5, which is 5/9. Lastly, by following the symmetric property of equality, our final answer is degrees Celsius is equal to 5/9 times the difference of degrees Fahrenheit and 32. To solve any literal equation, remember these three rules. First, use the inverse operation to undo addition or subtraction. Use also the inverse operation to undo multiplication or division. And always remember to apply the same operation to both sides or the properties of equality. You are now ready to manipulate variables like a pro. Thanks for watching!